Hi, I'm Chris. This is Miller Plays. It's time for a new challenge. I don't think I've ever managed in Spain. If I have, it's very forgettable. So we're having a bit of a rebuild challenge. We're going to the Spanish second division, and we're going to see if we can get a team from the second division promoted and pushing up towards the top end of the Spanish league in 5 years. Let's see how we get on. As a Brit abroad, what more do we expect? We'll go to Spain, we'll go to Malaga. And what a challenge this is going to be. Right, here we go then. This is the finances at Malaga. We are overspending. We're currently spending 55,844 a week on wages, and we've got no budget there. We do have a balance of £2 million, so that's not too bad. Our main kit sponsor is for 3 years. It expires next summer for 100,000. Projection doesn't look particularly good. Fortunately, our net debt is down to 41,000. So we have a £4.3 million bank loan that we're paying 180,000 a month, and we're down to 1.9 million. So finances okay, but not great. The board want us to work within the wage budget and recoup funds through player sales, and we want to finish mid-table and be competitive in the cup. We are a 3-star reputed side. Our key player is Lucas Agnelli, who doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Why is he on the loan list? And let's have a look at the squad. So I've actually had a look through, and Lucas Agnelli is our best player. And then we've gone through the other players at the club. What are we paying him? 2,900. So we can't terminate the loan, which is awfully unfortunate. He is quite a decent player, but we terminate that loan, we get the 2,900 into a wage budget, and we're back on target. Right. So we have, I would suggest, per my coaches, 9 players. And then we're starting to look at some of the highly rated players like a backup goalkeeper Carlos Lopez and Hatan Abada, and then a number of these youngsters down here. So I've had a look around, and there's a number of players that have joined the club recently, so I've stuck them on the loan list to see if we get anything back from them. Jesus Martin doesn't look very good at all, so we'll just try and sell him. And it looks like we have actually got a couple of players interested, or a couple of teams interested in a couple of players. So yeah, why not? Let's clear the debt. He doesn't look too bad. Lots of interest. Right, so potentially we'll get Ramon Enriquez out the door. That'll save us £3,500 a week. That will get us below our wage budget. We'll get 35% of any transfer budget, so we can put that back into the wage budget and perhaps get in a player or two. So that's the general idea. We'll see how it goes. So currently we are 14th with the bookies at 20 to 1. Our best player is probably the guy I'm just about to get rid of. Sangieli and Sanchez Benitez. An older gentleman in the midfield, so he can hold things together. So all in all, we're not expected to do much. But if we can push on this season, perhaps get playoffs and let fate decide, we'll see. Right, I'll pick it up just before the start of the season, which, let's have a look. The season starts on the 13th of August. So we'll be back then. Right, I'm back. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I didn't realise it was going to be this hard. So it's my first time, definitely in Spain. If we start off with the rules. So if we scroll down here, you can have a maximum of 2 non-EU players in the squad. Financial rules. The minimum wage of a player has to be 1,300, when it's actually 12.98 or something like that. And a minimum wage for a full-time player, 17 years and older, is 250. That's okay, that's not a problem. It's the minimum wage. So unless they reach that minimum wage, you can't register them. And the total of your squad registration is 48,000 per week. So you've got to balance the books. And then you try and sign players, and none of them want to sign. Anyone who is any good doesn't want to sign for you. So we have had a miserable summer. So we have sold a couple of players. This guy had already got out before we got here. So we let Ramon Enriquez leave. There was a big money bid from Parma came in, so we accepted that. And David Larubia has also left, joined Sunderland. But was it him? That's this guy, Enriquez, is back on loan with us. He's not costing us any a week, so I think we were okay to register. All in all, it's been hideous. We did sign Ilka Alday, but he's 20 and on £400 a week, so you can't register him. So, yeah, the registration rules, if we can go registration. So you've got to have at least 23 players, a maximum of 23. We've got 18. Maximum squad salary, 48,000 a week. We've got 34.37. Maximum squad size, 25. Minimum is 25. We've got 19. So we can't register him because he's not on 1278. Can't register him, he's not on 1278. So we've got a number of players, youngish players. So we were able to register our loanees. So we did bring in this guy on loan. He's Swedish, so he's EU. He's got potential. We sold somebody who plays on the wing, so we brought him in. And that's pretty much it. I can't change anything there unless I give pay rises to some of these players. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. So there we have it. It's all down to my director of football now. If he can sign players to improve the squad, he can do it. He's a better man than me if he can. Right. We'll see what happens now as I sim the season. We'll see you next summer. Right, the season's over. We have finished 10th, look. So, it's not quite over. There's playoffs going on. So we'll have to remember to get a couple of weeks later. There we go then. 42 games, 63 points, finished in 10th. Board wanted us to finish mid-table, and that's what we did. We can see straight away Alfonso Herrero has kept 17 clean sheets, so we've not done too badly there. Goals-wise, Julian Lobete, a 23-year-old striker, has scored 14 goals from 40 appearances. So quite a long way from the rest of the division. So what can we see? We're 21 points behind the leaders, Cadiz. And that's Parmas. 82 points. They were unlucky. But goal difference. It must have been head-to-head between them and Gijon. And San Sebastian. Where's some Real San Sebastian? Where do they finish? I can't even see them in the league, can you? Oh, there they are. No, that's not. Yeah, that's them. They couldn't get promoted, but they did get relegated. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Transfers. Did our wonderful... He did. Director of football. He came in and got us an 18-year-old Dutch striker. He is 5'9" and didn't play any games. Marvellous. We did lose a couple of players. Look, Masai, an 18-year-old, was sold to Villarreal for 155,000, and Marcos Rosa, a young left winger, was also sold for 155,000. So all in all, We didn't do a lot of transfer business. Let's look at the finances then. We've got almost 3 million in the bank. We have got a bit of room in both the transfer budget and the wage budget now, which isn't too bad. Projections are all looking good. We haven't got any more sponsorship. We are owed a number of pounds in transfer money, and our bank loan is down to 1 million. So it's not long now before that is paid off. In actual fact, next summer. So there we have it. Right. Let's have a look at the squad and selection info. And we can see our main goal getter was Julian Lopete. He got 15 goals and 4 assists. Our main assist man was Lucas Sangali, who, to be fair, isn't a bad player. We probably will struggle to keep hold of him. And everything else was much of a muchness. So tactics-wise, we started a 4-3-3 on wing play. And I'd suggest it finished 10th. We finished 10th. So it can't have been too bad. We finished mid-table. We're competitive in the Spanish Cup, apparently. So let's have a look at the Spanish Cup. We're knocked out in the second round by Murcia. That's competitive. The board were happy and worked within the wage budget. So that's all very well and good. Become established second division team we have. Maintain a higher reputation than Granada. They finished 15th in this league. So yeah, we've done all right there. Disappointed about a few of the defeats. But there we go. My squad. Right. This is the disappointing part. I've signed him with potential and he doesn't play because I'm guessing he's too old to be on that less of a contract. Oh, it's going to be fun. So I'm going to have to sit down and actually work out exactly what the rules are. So a maximum of 7 foreign-based players over the age of 22 allowed on loan at a time. A maximum of 7 players over the age of 22 allowed out on loan to a foreign club at a time. Russia, Serbia, all EU, Albania, Armenia, Morocco, Tunisia. Right, and all African, Caribbean, and Pacific group states of nations. There's a lot of nations that are included in their non-foreign policy. So we're basically looking at South American, English, British. That was the Norway's in there. Sweden should be in there. They are. Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Switzerland are all in that part there. Africa's all right. Pacific's all right. So it appears that, yeah, South American and the Brits are classed as foreigners. Right, we'll bear that in mind. We've got this wage budget of 56,000 a week. I don't know if that helps us with the squad registration or whether that stays at 48,000. I don't know where this figure comes from. So players registered in the reserve teams do not need to be registered in order to play in the main team. Right, so what I need to do is these players that aren't registered, put them down into our reserves, and then they can play by the looks of that. I still don't know where this maximum squad salary comes from. So it's going to be tough, but I'm going to go through the summer. I'm going to move players down into other squads, that way they can play and hopefully we'll have a better season. Right, we'll catch you at the end of the summer. Right, the season's about to begin, and finances. We've got 5 million in the bank now. Sponsorship, we got a big main kit sponsor, 4-year deal, 1.2 million a year. So we've got some money in there. Projections are all looking good. Debts, we're still owed money, so that's all good. Our wage budget went up, and we're not spending anywhere near that. We have a transfer budget surplus of 300,000, and if we have a look at the transfers, we have signed 1.1 million pounds worth of players. We did sell an awful lot back end of last year. Lumi Sanchez was the last one out the door, 32-year-old. We got a fair amount of cash for him, and Bartmans was the director of football signing. So we brought in Edu Sanchez, a left fullback, Peke, a left winger / midfielder, Lucas Alcazar, a young left back, and Juan Sebastian has just come in as a right back because our right back was exploring options. Did we actually spend 600,000 on it? That's not right, is it? I'm sure it was only 300,000. Something's gone on there. It definitely wasn't that. Something has gone mad there. It definitely wasn't that much. And then we've gone. Victor Garcia has gone out. He's a 30-year-old Spaniard, and Galera is a 30-year-old Spaniard. They've both gone out. Last season's top goal scorer isn't up to much, so we've let him go out on loan, along with Martin, a young midfielder, and then Pastor, a young centre back, and Puja, a young right back, who we probably could have done with, to be honest. So Puja, we might have to try and recall next season. We'll see. So all in all, not a great deal of business done. It is very difficult trying to find anyone who wants to A, join, and B, will accept enough, well, as little money as we can pay them. We have dropped down now to 15th with the bookies, so that doesn't look ideal. We have changed our formation because we wanted to force a couple of players in, and the only way to do that is having, well, either being a 4-4-2, and I haven't got two strikers, so we had to have an attacking midfielder, and we did sign somebody who can play on the right wing, so we didn't want that. But we have got two good left backs, one of which can play as a left winger, so we've wanted that player to have the ability to come in and play. We'll go support. So that's the formation. We're actually going positive. Let's go more positive. We don't want to go. We'll pretend that we can do bits and pieces like that. Tempo. No, that's all good there. Transition. Yeah, we're happy with that. We'll go slightly higher. We'll do it something like that. And that is us. Right, fingers crossed now. We push on a little bit, get these youngsters that we're forced into the team improved, and next season we can actually really push on and get promoted. I certainly hope so, because I need something better in this transfer windows. Right, I'll get the season simulated and we'll see you next summer. It'll have to be mid-June because the season doesn't end until then. Right, the summer is almost over. The football season is about to start. We have 230,000 in the balance. We've got less than £7,000 in our transfer budget. A lot of that is down to our facilities. We have opted to upgrade training and youth facilities. Transfer-wise, we have been busy little binnies. We sold a number of players. Juan Knapp, Juan Hernandez, and Carlos Puga all went out the door. We let a couple of players out on frees, and we started early. We brought in Bruno Iglesias as a free agent from Real Madrid. Then there was Roger Riera, a defensive midfielder or centre back. He's coming from, where is it? Some team. And then Miguel Angel Romero, a central midfielder, has come in from Real Madrid as well. We signed Javi Dominguez. He came in from Real Iron, whoever that might be. And then we got right back / centre back in Mark Bombardo. We then carried on with a forward on loan from Cardiff, Yusuf Salech. He's a Danish. And Nathan Lowe, another loanee. Both of them are 6'5", so we've gone in that kind of direction. Another loanee, Habib Gwene from Man United. And our last one, Javier Serrano, a central midfielder, bags of potential. He's quite young. He came in from Atletico for £500,000. So splash the cash. We've got quite a decent squad, I think. If we have a look at the season preview, we are in 11th, and our best player is showing as Daniel Lorenzo Guerrero, our central midfielder that we've had for a little while. And our next one is Herrero, our keeper, who I probably annoyed a little bit with trying to sell him and then offered him, and then triggered his extension. So he's here for another year. But that's that. That's our transfer business done. Fingers crossed we can get somewhere this year and we don't sell defenders at the wrong time and lose our good start to the season. So fingers crossed, season 3 is the one where we get promoted. If not, I don't know what we can do. And we're back. We have 4 million in the bank, a massive 14 million in transfer budget. The wage budget has been doubled. That can only mean one thing. Look at the scouting budget as well. We'll jump straight to the league table and we were promoted as champions. Look at that. Stuffed Levante 5-3 on the last game of the season. Goal difference of plus 45. Did lose 9 games. Mainly away. Gijon were the only team to do the double over us. They finished in 11th. Right. So let's have a look at the competitions. Did we get past the 3rd round? We were knocked out in the quarterfinals this time. 3-0 by Atletico. In the 4th round, we beat Getafe 5-1. We like that. In the 3rd round, we beat Valenciano 4-0. We scored some goals. In the 2nd round, we beat Cartenga 3-0. We don't play in that. Oh, we did play in the first. We beat Tudelano 5-2. So certainly lots of goals there. Whoa! Nathan Lowe, behave yourself. 44 goals, 37 in the league from 37 starts. Look at this boy. He has come on something chronic. 15 million. Shame we can't buy him. Bruno Iglesias scored 26 essentially as the attacking midfielder. Let's have a look. Form as the attacking midfielder. Peque. Whoa, look at his 20 goals and 27 assists. What a boy he is. He's turned it around this season, definitely. Salech was obviously the backup. So he got 15 in 8 starts with 19 sub-appearances. Bit disappointing for him, but whoa, Nathan Lowe. Our right back that we had on loan from Man United, he did rather well. 7.12 average. Danny Lorenzo, our central midfielder, 20 assists, 19 in the league. 14 from Iglesias. It's just, yeah. Even the right back, look, he got 9 assists. Hatam Abada, probably on the other wing, 10 goals, 9 assists in total, 7 in the league. Nathan Lowe, take a bow, 7.7. What a signing he's been. Why didn't I put a optional future fee in there? If I'd done that, I'd have been laughing all the way to the bank. Right, well, there we have it. What a season. Schedule. Let's have a look at some of these games. So I reckon we scored lots of goals. Started the season with a defeat and a draw, so it wasn't brilliant out the gate. Lowe scored in both games. He scored in 3, 4, 5. 5 games on the trot. He scored. Is that 5 or is that? Yeah, the 5 league games in August, he scored in all 5. We conceded some goals. 5-3, 4-3, 2-4. 3-2, 2-3. Levante 5-4. We scored 10 goals against Levante and conceded 7. A 4-4 draw. Dear, we really did concede some goals. So my formation was this, and rather than having defensive midfielders, I've had central midfielders. He didn't jump on as much as I'd hoped. It might be because Lowe got so much better. But there we have it. We are promoted. We've got 2 seasons. Next season we have to survive, and the following season we want to push for a European space. So I better get rebuilding this squad, and we'll see you just before the start of the season. My summer spending is over. We still have 1.9 million in the budget. We are over budget on the wage budget, that is, sorry. We did have no new sponsorships. Our transfer debt has gone up. Projection is looking very, very good. So that side of it is all great. We are in the Spanish Cup and the First Division. So if we have a look at the First Division, the season preview has us 18th and getting relegated to 450 to 1. Not great. If we scroll down, Iglesias is our best player with Valhalla, one of our new boys, as our second best. So we'll now run through the transfers. We are trying to push through a couple more transfers. Kadal Katongo is hopefully coming in on loan from Nottingham Forest. And this guy, a right back or right wing, coming in from Villarreal. He's on big money. And we're still to get our striker in as well. He's been leaving us waiting forever. Right, transfers then. Back end of last year, we did sign a number of players. So John Magnuzzi there, he doesn't earn enough, so he can't be registered. So we've asked him to go out on loan. The next one was Mario Martin. He's a midfielder, defensive midfielder. He's come in from Real Madrid, so we'll see if he gets any game time. Valhalla is our star one. He's a free transfer. He's a left winger who can play up front, can play on the right, can play in behind. So a multi-tool player. And then we tried to stock up on defenders. Loic Williams came in for some decent money, 3.1 million, and he's already dropped a star. Where's the others? Next in was Kima Sandoval. He's come in for 9 million, so he's the reason we've got the transfer debt. Really decent centre back, so happy with him. And his partner is most likely going to be Ruben Pulido, who we signed from Legans for 5 million. So we did strengthen the centre back positions. We also signed Johnny on a free transfer. He's got a bit of a potential. Out the door went Garrido on a free, Danny Sanchez for 2.5 million, Jave Dominguez 325,000. We sent Hernandez out on loan. Romero has gone out to Cadiz for 1 million, and then we also sold Herrero, the number one goalkeeper from last year, for 400,000. Bombardo for 575. Roger Riera, who we signed as a centre back defensive midfielder, we sold him a season later after getting promoted. And Javi Serrano has just gone out on loan with a £3.3 million future fee. It's basically to give us some extra budget to bring some players in. So we brought a new goalkeeper in, Juan Soriano. He's an upgrade. So we got him from Legans as well. Not too bad. Carlos Romero is a left back. Another one that's out injured. He's in on loan. Should we stay in the league, we'll be signing him permanently. Pablo Marin is covering the midfield. I basically brought him there as a deep line playmaker. And then Mark Domesh is a backup striker, but isn't earning any money, so we can't register him. It's madness. You've got to earn 2.6k a week, I think. So we've had to drop him down to the B team, and we'll see if he gets any game time. I don't know. But that's that. Hopefully they've done enough to actually stave off relegation. Fingers crossed, 17th is all we're aiming for, he says. Is it 20 teams in this league? Yeah. 17th is where we're aiming. So fingers crossed we get there and stick around in this league so we can do a bit of a better job of spending some money and getting into the European positions. We'll see. Right, join me after the season's end. Right, it's the 1st of June and we are back and we have a almost £51.5 million balance. We've got 25 million in the transfer budget. Our wage budget has quadrupled. Nothing from sponsors. Projections all looking good. Debts coming down a bit. We've got a mortgage loan which expires. We obviously took out a mortgage at some point. Not sure what else. It's probably excessive debt or something. Right, let's, without further ado, 14th in the league. We didn't get relegated. We were 6 points above the drop. That is nice. Goals. No, nobody in the top 20. Average rating. No, nobody in the top 20. Assists. Yes, we did. Manu Vallejo with 9 in the league. Can't complain about that. And clean sheets. Soriano, look at it. He's 8th with 8. How about that then? Can't be bad. It was only a minus 29 goal difference. So let's have a look at competitions. We were not in the first round by who? Baracaldo. Nice start. Hopefully the Spanish Cup wasn't anything to be too concerned about, but I'll tell you what, not getting relegated in our first season is good. Right, transfer-wise then. Uh-oh. Right, Carlos Romero is the one I arranged, and that doesn't look so good. 2.9 million he's joined us for. Mohamed Kano, my director of football needs sacking. And Reece Norrington Davis. Dear, oh dear. What has he done? Transfer-wise, then I can see straight away that the striker and the loanee that I was trying to bring in didn't sign. The right winger, right back did. And we also brought in this guy on loan. The AI is so pants at buying players. Right, what have we... Oh, look, we've sold Johnny. Marvellous. So we signed him on a free and he's gone by January. And we've loaned out Habib Agonye. So he played 18 times, then we loaned him out. Okie dokie. Interesting. But there we have it. That's our transfers. Let's have a look at the squad. Goals then. Our top goal scorer is Manu Vallejo. We've signed him on a free. Okay, yeah, he's my winger. Yeah, I understand that. Martin. Oh, the loanee that I brought in on a free loan. 22 appearances, 5 goals. So He must be my main man up front. Who else have we got? Fives, ones, and two. It wasn't a successful season regarding goals scored, was it? So let's have a look how the league fixtures went. Won the first two, so that started nicely. Then had a nice run of Barcelona, Real Madrid, San Sebastian, Vallecano, Villarreal, Mallorca, Espanyol, Girona, Atletico, and then we had Bilbao, Elche. And then look at that, that's another poor run of results. We beat Santander, and then the big boys come round again. Fared a little better this time round. And then we won to finish the season, but all in all, yeah. Okay. Well, we remain in the league. We have a bumper budget now. We've got 25 million. Never know. I'm guessing the board must have we got budgets in there? There it is. So yes, the board did give us our budgets. So we've got 25 million to spend, so half of our overall balance. I'm sure there'll be some commercial income as well going up this year. So right, I'll dig into the transfer market and see if we can build enough of a squad to get into Europe. It's a big, big ask. If we look, we finished 14th European position, 60 points. We've got to get another 22 points. So we've got to stop leaking goals and score a whole lot more. If we look at stages, does that tell us we scored 40, conceded 69? So yeah, it's not going to be easy, but we'll see what we can do. Right, I'll see you just before the start of the season. And for the final time, we've completed our transfers. We still have 3 million in the transfer budget and a fair amount of wage budget. I am trying to bring in Paulo Pinto. It's just up to the player now. We've agreed. So, all being well, that goes through. The one thing I will need to do is just make sure we can delegate that as well. Right, so that's the players. Delegation done. Competitions wise, we're just in the Spanish Cup. Transfer wise, we have again been busy. So Carlos Romero was in last year as part of his loan deal. It was made permanent. Reece Norrington Davis came in and then has gone out on loan to Elche. Cano has come in and gone out on loan to Salzburg. They weren't my signings at all, so bye-bye. Jeremy Sarantino, a left winger, right winger, has come in on big bucks. He was a lot better in the scouting reports than what he is. We've signed Jurgen Strand Larsen, a 6'4" striker. We've gone for the low kind of bit there. And Tachibo, a young Brazilian, bags potential, can play across the back four. Making way then. We got rid of Lucas Alcazar, Mario Martin. He was the midfielder we've had for a little while. Cano, as I mentioned, went out on loan. Habib, the guy I got in from Manchester United, he played on loan. We signed him and then he went out on loan and then we sold him to West Brom. So all in all, not too bad. Serrano's gone out on loan again. There's the Norrington Davis going. Hatim Abiba's gone out on loan. We sold Peque for 3.3 million. We're just trying to generate some funds. Same with Bruno Iglesias. He was unhappy, so away he went. Miguel Santala and Loic Williams have all gone. Also coming in, we signed a centre back, Valentin Gomez, a Argentinian 5'11", so he's not the tallest, but he can play left back as well. Juan Miranda has come in, probably the signing of the summer. He's in on a free from Bologna, so fingers crossed he does the business. Ridu Baku is my right back. He's signed from Manchester United. We signed him for almost 8 million. Vladimir Cherny is a Czech right winger. He came in after his contract expired at Wolfsburg. Reiko is a young Spanish striker. Kozlov is a young Ukrainian centre back. Hernandez is a youngish Spanish midfielder. And Alvaro is another winger slash striker. And the other guy that we're trying to bring in, Paulo Pinto, is a Portuguese winger. So if that comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that is our business. We were last season right down the bottom. So we're now tipped as eighth. Our best player is Jurgen Strand, Larson, and Miranda is the other. So we got two quite a long way down. So no hope of being in the top two. That'll be Madrid, and Barcelona is now just a case of can we sneak into one of the European spots? That is the aim now. We've managed to get this far, so fingers crossed. We'll roll the dice, sim the season, and see how we get on. We'll see you in a mo. Okay, the season's over. We can see the bank balance there is 21 million. There's a large increase in wage budget and transfer budget, which is always nice. We'll jump into transfers, see what transfers happened or didn't happen. So Paulo Pinto did sign and hasn't played. Marvellous. Max Aileen also came in. This is director of football purchase or loan. And out the door were three players in January. Sergio, a youngster. Loic Williams was actually sold. And Nino. So no one important really other than it's not a bad return for Loic Williams. Right. Let's have a look. How are we? 10th. 53 points. Yeah. It's positive. But I'm guessing having Jurgen Strand, Larson got 15 goals. Having the aggressive tactic probably wasn't the best idea when we didn't get enough recruits in, really. Assists, do we have any? Oh, someone was right there. Miranda was right up there. So he came in and did well. Joint second. Valio, again, features. Right, let's have a look at the squad. Selection info. Goals, top goal scorer is Jurgen Strand Larsen, and then there was a big drop off. So again, goals were hard to come by, but it looks like they weren't shared around quite as much, but a number of players scored a few more goals. So Jeremy Sarmiento didn't do too badly, 9 goals, 7 assists in his 28 appearances. But you can see there the average rating tells everything, doesn't it? One player, Miranda, was the only one. I did have high hopes for him, and it came true. So, yeah. How about in the competition? How about the cup? Oh, look, Granada knocked us out in the cup as well. So we never had a decent cup run, but we have sort of established ourselves as a La Liga side. So you could say that's a win. You're probably one transfer window away from actually being in the European qualifications. So probably next season it would be there, but it's probably that first season where there was no budget really sort of cost us a whole season, and it wasn't. Then the second year we were able to build the right team. The third year we obviously cruised the league. The fourth year we came into La Liga and had to sort of set ourselves up. So yeah, one season we started on that bad footing and really didn't give us enough time to actually get in and do what we needed to do. So a bit disappointing with the failure, but you take the positives out of it. Malaga are now a La Liga side and don't look too bad. So there we have it. Another rebuild done. We can see that undersoil heating is going in at the cost of £2 million. Fab. Right, there we have it. As I was saying, another rebuild done. Not quite where we wanted to be in Europe, but we didn't do too badly in the end. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and FM26 will be out soon, I'm sure. Until then, ta-da.